butter, baby.
It's almost like you line that up. What were these, like 37 foot-pounds or something?
Yeah, I got it set on my torque wrench, so you just turn it on. It should be already there. Go ahead.
A little bit, good. Another little tiny bit, yep. No, it goes like this.
Yeah.
Because the humps are for the exhaust.
And the transmission's supposed to sit here. And go
Depending on what the, yeah, because that mount,
So,
there'll be a rubber mount that sticks up.
Yeah,
Inch and a half.
Yeah.
Probably same with the other thing. Chad, you want to give an eye?
Go ahead and come up. All right.
Just a little bit up.
Oh, yep. Yeah, go ahead and come down a little.
A little bit more and right there, now down.
All right.
Right there.
I don't know.
I hope that's an old bee's nest. We're not keeping that.
Continuing on the C10 project, it has some super dope suspension in it. And we got these super dope brand new inner wheel wells for it. However, they don't super dope together. They make contact in various places because of the higher positioned than stock upper shock mount. I'm going to remedy that with this brilliant little tool here and just start slicing out bits of this inner fender until it fits up beautifully. I'll make sure it has a nice bit of clearance all the way around so it never hits, but it's still nice and tight and looks good inside the engine bay. I have finished the modifications to these new inner fenders. They now clear all the suspension components. I left a good margin so that as we adjust the front clip to match the body, everything will still clear. There's plenty of room around those suspension components to the inner fenders so that this thing can roll and be driven around the street without any concerns for clearance. Done. I'm gonna spray that so it doesn't rust and the entire bed is covered in rust. But the stuff I do is gonna be right, okay? Stuff is a paint and primer that it's the color that is somewhere between the color of rust and the color of the truck. Okay. Okay, cool. Did I leave the hardware up there? Oh, no, I did. That's hilarious. Oh. All the bolts are inside the bed of the truck. Are you getting dingus waffle? Of course, this is the slowest lift in the shop, too. Wait, where are they? Oh. Okay, cool. Up with the truck for the first time today. You muffin. Getting these tubs in has been a very long time coming. It feels like forever ago since I took the body saw to this bed and made this huge cutout. I was finally able to get them in because we finished all the work on the rear suspension. We finished painting the frame rails. All the work that required just a little bit more light in this area, a little bit more access where the tubs wouldn't impede it is done, which means I can do the final installation of the tubs now and get them fully bolted in and not have to worry about taking the Mac out again because there's more work to be done and they're just getting in the way or sort of like that. So really dope to see these in here. It's gonna make it so we can put a nice fat meat on the back of this thing. Yeah, I'm trying to get some oil in it and trying to get the fuel through it. That's the main thing. Yeah. How many times does it usually take you to get the fuel primed? I feel like I've done it a bajillion times.
Have you done like three or four times yet?
5 or 6.
Is it still getting air out of it?
Yeah. Just keep going.
Yeah, I would keep, you need to keep going until. Is there even gas in it?
Yeah, I put gas
okay.
in it. I'm gonna stick a little bit more in it. Maybe I just didn't get it high enough for the pickup to hit or something.
Just jump the relay too.
Oh gosh. Key it on. Key it off. Key it on. Oh, that sounds like it's getting somewhere now. Yeah, buddy. Okay, we got fuel. All right, just gonna double check my oil. All right, I guess I can hook up all my injectors and ignition again. All right, you can hop out, Braden. All right, firing. Where's my oil pressure? Yeah, there's gas in it. Nice. Okay. That's dope.
Excellent. Excellent, Lobo.
That's very good. That's very, very good. There's still a few sensors that aren't hooked up on it, so I'm just gonna clean up a little bit. All right, turn all the fans back on.
First time we sat down, the whole project.
Yeah, honestly. This truck, everyone has come to realize, is it's a serious sleeper. Like, it's got all this suspension and all this brakes and all this engine hidden underneath. There's some like indications of it here and there. There's a loud exhaust. There's dope wheels with cool brakes behind them and all that. But for the most part, like rolling down the road, this thing's gonna look like some ratty old truck until someone stomps on it and absolutely puts a gap on someone else.
Until you see those back tires.
Yeah,
this
that's
wide.
true. Yeah,
Those 335s back there.
There in the back of it. But yeah, it's really come together. It's turned out super, super cool. All the parts that we put on it are really high end. You can absolutely
Romp on this thing.
Yeah, exactly. You can beat on it, and it'd actually probably be almost track worthy. Should be really cool to drive.
It's going to be a really solid cruiser. You'd be able to hammer down and get down, but then also just cruise with it on the weekends.
Oh, it's going to be like a new car going to 80.
And when you pull into the car show, everybody's like, what is that thing?
Mm-hmm.
And then you pop the hood. And they're like, oh, okay. Now I got you.
Why is it
and
chopping?
you're like, take a peek underneath.
It's got an LS3. Tommy has this super cool way he likes to incorporate new stuff and old stuff. Everything on the outside looks old, but in the engine bay, it's modern, it's up to date. You got your modern engine with your modern AC, with your modern power steering. Everything's gonna feel and drive like it's new with all the old school looks on it. And you don't know that until it opens the hood, and it looks sick in there.
And the best part is, you don't have to wash it.
That's
You
true.
can't do nothing in this truck. Just get in and drive it.
Yeah, you need to load rocks in the back. It's fine.
It's already been doing that for 60 years.
You can take it. You're not going to be scared about it. You can drive and beat this thing and have a good time without worrying about, oh, I'm going to get that little chip in my immaculate paint. Nope.
Just drive
Just
it.
rip it. Just rip on it.
I mean, you did most of the work.
I did do most of the
I did
work.
a little at the beginning, a little at the end.
No, all we have to do is
Bounce
get
around.
this spot.
And just, yeah. Seat,
Then I can like
test drive.
oh, scream, blast you,
Well,
dude.
I don't think
Look at
you'll
the
be
camera.
skirting the tires.
Dang. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Let's do it. Is this a slider seat? Does it have a
Yep, sure is.
handle over there? That's pretty cool.
There it is.
Can you come towards?
No, my bolts are in.
Okay, well, I've only got one bolt in. No, it has to, the back needs to come my way like an inch. Like that.
I've got 2 front bolts in.
Yeah. The seat was just completely sideways.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Sunglasses would have been nice.
Meh, seeing is overrated.
Yeah.
Sitting in one of these and not driving is weird because it's just like
You're just like sitting
you're just
there.
like
The suspension on this truck turned out really nice.
oh,
Like it's so tight.
no, when we got this thing, dude, it wallowed around like just like whoa.
Yeah, it was so
now
loose.
it's so sharp. The steering is incredible. Like
It's just
the
there.
steering input is.
It doesn't feel like an old pickup
It
truck.
doesn't feel like it rides really nice. Like it's not harsh.
No,
It's a
not.
cruiser for still, but it handles super good.
It's crazy how just a suspension setup can change the whole feel
Oh, yeah.
of a vehicle.
Completely transformed it.
Like, because you've driven old, sloppy, you know, original suspension
Yeah.
trucks, and then you drive this and you're like, it's completely different.
And then, of course, having, what is it, 450 horsepower,
495.
495 tied into it, doesn't hurt.
What else? So, we've got the LS3, the 6L80,
Yep.
6-speed automatic.
Both of those are a great combo. Because, like, yeah, you could have put an old school big block in it with carburetor on it and whatnot, but you wouldn't have this reliability and this drivability and this power and the fact that it's gonna go down the highway 2,000 RPM
All day.
all day long.
All day. And it's got
Big,
those huge Michelins on
Huge,
the back.
sticky tires on her. Which is good because otherwise this thing would probably be pretty sketchy as soon as you matted it down.
It just puts a smile on your face.
It does.
Every time you drive this
It's-
truck.
And let us not forget that the floor is no longer drafty.
Yes,
you're-
there's much less holes in the floor.
You would definitely be dragging your toes across the asphalt right now.
That was a big
good.
part of the job
Yeah,
that you did.
yeah.
I don't have to Flintstone it
Exactly,
anymore.
yeah. No more truly manual brakes of sticking your foot through the floor and stopping the car.
This guy probably went through a lot of shoes driving this truck before because he was driving it with holes in the floor.
Yeah,
But now it's
it's-
nice and solid.
It is, and it's almost like hard to justify a bunch of metal work on a patina truck, but it makes a difference.
Absolutely.
Like, we can fit those huge sticky tires on there because we did those wheel tubs.
Fender
Beautiful
liners and
fender
not-
liners
and
and
not
not show
ground.
wheels and ground. And all that sort of stuff. It adds structure back into the body. The door's not at risk of falling off anymore. Before, if we had slapped all this on here and then done no metal work, I mean, it was nearly to the point where, like, if you romped it or stomped it too hard, the chassis would stay and the body would just go flying off.
It'd just fall off.
skidding across the asphalt.
They got a little squirrely right
They
there.
did, yeah, okay. that was all right. That wasn't bad at all. I feel like that's one of those really cool things about this truck is that it's super retro. You know, you got the patina paint, and we just added the things that make it feel and drive nice. I mean, you got your super cool gauge cluster. That's one of my favorite parts of the truck is that gauge cluster. I mean, it's got its modern steering wheel and new radio with modern speaker system at least.
Tilt column.
Tilt column. It's got AC.
Yeah.
Good AC and heat with some.
Yeah,
but
I like
it's
how
all
like
really period correct controls. You know,
like
the radio
literally-
looks old school.
Yeah.
You can plug your phone into it and play.
everything
music off
from
your
the
phone.
outside and the inside of this truck still looks original. Still looks stock.
Yeah.
You can tell the gauges are new. You can tell the gauges are new. You can tell the radio and the HVAC stuff is new. But it's all like period correct.
Yeah, exactly.
And from the outside, you can't tell. Oh man, we didn't put the center caps on for the driving shots.
No.
Like a lot of the builds we do, we try and keep to the original appearance. You know,
Yeah,
you try and keep
yeah.
to the stock appearance. And this truck, we literally didn't touch anything, you know, besides fixing a rocker panel.
Right.
You know, kind of fixing some loose trim that was on the truck. But like this truck tells such a good story.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's, you know,
Yeah.
it's had a rough life, but it's had a good life. you
Exactly.
know?
It's been used as a truck. The bed's got massive dents in it from probably a hauled a bunch of rocks and crap. We didn't remove the story from the truck like you're saying, and I feel like that's what Tommy and the shop really specializes at. It's like bringing all the best of the old and merging it with the best of the new, and it's so cool.
You can just get in, turn the key, and go wherever you want to go, and it still looks like that old patina pickup truck.
Yeah.
How can you beat that? 50 miles an hour at like 1,600 RPM. just
Cruising.
floating along. Nice and straight, drives smooth.
Yeah.
And if
Stays
you
on
want to
track.
throw it into a corner, you can.
Yeah, exactly. And the whole time it's one finger steering, you know.
Oh yeah.
It's one hand.
It goes down the road just like nothing. Like a new car.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's not even getting into it.
Oh jeez.
That was probably about 3/4 throttle.
Alright, this time, drive by as fast as you can.
John, Pat is driving. Why would you say something like this?
Are you scared?
No. I'm good. I'm gonna let my hair down and stick my head out the window.
Yeah.
I was scary close to that branch. That was pretty good though.
That was beautiful.
Yes, it was. Thank you.